Hello children, welcome back to English Corner. Today is a cheerful day. You're going to write a composition, dear? Yes, composition. First composition for 7th standard. Isn't it? As usual, you're going to write a letter. And before that, I'm going to give a warm welcome. Instead of saying happy morning and I'm welcoming you to English Corner, so I searched the different words for warm welcome. So here are the words: cordial welcome, open arms, red carpet treatment, pleasant reception, and actual welcome. So these are the words for using to welcome other person, warm welcome words. Okay. If you wish, you can use it in any places. This is not necessary to write anywhere, just to learn. Okay. So different ways to say you're welcome is you're welcome, you're very welcome, or you're truly welcome. Anything for you, anything for the team, anything to make you happy, anything to make you smile, anytime, at your service. By all means, certainly, don't mention it, don't worry about it, forget it. Glad to be of any resistance, any assistance, glad to have help, glad to help, happy to serve you. So all these are the words used instead of welcoming. This is not at all related to the letter, but I want you to enhance your language, right? So that is the reason this page is displayed, right? If you wish, you come up with these words. I am very pleased. I am happy to help you. It was my pleasure. It is my pleasure. It is nothing. It was nothing. It's all right. Based on present tense or past tense, you use the sentence accordingly. It's my duty. It's my pleasure to help you. Right? So tomorrow onwards, I'm going to say, it's my pleasure to welcome you to English Corner. Okay? Is it nice? Okay, I'll check. It's okay. Mention it. My pleasure. Never mention. No big deal. No problem. No worries. Not a problem. Not at all. Of course. Anytime. Oh, it was the least I could do. Sure thing. Sure. Thank you for giving me a chance to do this. That's absolutely fine. That's all right. That's okay. Let's think nothing of it. With pleasure. You are welcome to my help. You have got it. You would have done the same for me. So these are all the words which are used to welcome, giving a warm welcome, dear. And whenever we are saying thank you, okay, from the other end, welcome, isn't it? You could have received so many times. Instead of that welcome, you can say my pleasure. Never mention. All these words can be used. Okay. So will you do that? Yes. Yes, exactly. So thank you, children. I'm expecting welcome in a different way. Thank you so much. Again, wow, I'm hearing you welcoming in. It's my duty, ma'am. It's my pleasure to help you, ma'am. All that, right? So shall we enter into the... Now, take your composition note. First, you have to write your index, right? Write today's date. Write today's date. And write formal letter. Okay? So, serial number is 1, formal letter, and today's date. Right? So, then we will enter into the composition note. You all know how to write a composition. In 6th standard also you wrote, in 5th standard also you wrote composition. So, now we are going to write a leave application. So, how to format the leave application, that is what we are going to learn. There are some steps. Mention the receiver's and sender's address. Who is the receiver? Who is the sender? Okay. Sender is especially the students, and the receiver will be either the class teacher or the principal or to somebody who is mentioned. If it is a leave letter, then it will be particularly for the class teacher or the principal if it is a school. If it is an office, then to the higher official, right? Is there any doubt in mentioning receivers and senders address here? A formal greeting to the addressee. Formal greeting. Okay, we will see what are the greeting, the way we greet them, right? When we are coming to school, morning, early morning, 9 o'clock. When you see me at the first sight, what you will say? Yes, you will greet me, isn't it? Happy morning, ma'am. Varga Valamudan, ma'am. All that. So that is what is a greeting. So mention the subject line. So what for you are writing this letter? This is a leave application. So you have to write this as a leave application. Then further explanation for that leave. Why you are taking leave, the content, the body of the letter. End the application by a formal request, right? Kindly grant me, etc. All that. Then closing. Closing of the letter in the sense, yours sincerely, yours obediently, and your name. So these are the things to have a leave format, right? So mention receivers and senders address is the first part. The first section for every kind of leave application. This contains information about who is sending the letter and who is writing or who is sending or who is writing the letter and to whom it has been addressed, to whom you are sending. The person who is sending and to whom you are sending. Okay, there is a difference. From your name, grade 7, Golden Gate Vidhyashram Senior Secondary School, Perambalur, to the class teacher or the principal based on the question. In your question paper, to whom the letter has to be addressed, to that person you have to write. Whether it is addressed to the class teacher means you write the class teacher. If it is mentioned as the principal, then you have to write the principal. Grade 7, Golden Gates Vidhyashram Senior Secondary School, Perambalur. If it is the class teacher, then you have to mention grade 7. If it is the principal, you should not mention grade 7 because the principal is for the whole school, not for the particular class. Class teacher belongs to grade 7. Suppose if I am the class teacher for grade 7, you can mention the class teacher grade 7 because so many class teachers will be there. 7A one class teacher will be there, 7B one class teacher will be there, and 8th standard one class teacher will be there, 6th standard so many class teachers will be there. So we are mentioning grade. But when we are saying to the principal, one principal is for the whole school. So you should not mention grade 7. He doesn't belong to one grade, right? Can you able to understand the difference here? Yes. Okay, shall we move to the next slide? A formal greeting to the addressee. Formal greet. You always greet your teacher or principal at the beginning of the letter. What is that? Respected ma'am, respected sir, respected madam or sir. That is what is a formal greeting. Mention the subject line. The subject line explains the reason for writing the application in a short sentence, dear. This is very, very important. Most of us are not writing the subject in their letter. It need not be a big, complete sentence. We are not expecting a very big paragraph as a subject. It is a very short sentence or a part of a sentence. Always make sure that you are mentioning the subject of the application in less than 8 words. See here, Only 8 words, maximum of 8 words, not more than that. Okay, is it clear? So leave letter for uncle's wedding. This is an example. Leave letter for uncle's wedding. This itself will recognize and represent what for the child is taking leave. Okay, by seeing the subject, we will come to a conclusion what for the child has taken leave. This subject will tell us everything. Okay, this is an important part in our letter. The subject again, the subject line explains the reason for writing the application in a short sentence. It need not be a big complete sentence. Always it has to be less than 8 words. Understood? See here, leave letter for uncle's wedding. How many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 words are there in this subject. Can you able to understand subject line? Is it clear? Shall I move to the next slide? Yes. A line for leave of absence. First, you have to introduce yourself. Okay. See, I am Shanti. For example, I am taking leave. I am a student. Assume that I am a student. Then I have to write, I am Shanti, a student of grade 7 in your school. And what is the reason for taking leave? First, you have to introduce yourself by mentioning your name and grade. Then, in 1 or 2 sentences, mention the reason why you are taking leave from school. It's not from, it is from. Also, provide the dates clearly when you are taking leave. When you are taking leave, the date has to be mentioned. That is very, very important here. Dates has to be mentioned. If it is not mentioned, then we don't know which date you want to leave, and the purpose and all are correct. I am going to my brother's wedding or uncle's marriage or grandmother's house festival in a temple. So many reasons you will write. I understood the reason, but when you want to leave, that date has to be mentioned. That is also very, very important. How many days you want and what is the date? From date and to date. That has to be mentioned very clearly. So first you have to introduce yourself by mentioning your name and grade. Then in 1 or 2 sentences you have to mention the reason why you are taking leave from school. Also you have to provide dates clearly. Okay, I have to underline the word clearly. When you are taking leave. Example is given. I am Simon, a student of grade 6. Here you are studying 7th standard. So, I am Simon, a student of grade 7 in your school. My brother's wedding ceremony is on 16th August 2020. Hence, I will not be able to attend the school from 14th August 2020 to 17th August 2020. Right? So, is it clear, dear? A line for leave of absence. Is it clear? Shall I move to the next slide? Right, end of the application by a formal request. So, this is the end of the application. Right? This is also an important format, right? It requests, then we are requesting the teacher or the principal to grant leave. The word grant is very, very important. Grant and grant. Whenever you are using grant, okay, that is granting, giving. Whenever you are using grant, that is a grand function, very big function. So time is going to be over now. We will see the rest of the letter in the next session. Thank you.